Hello all. In this video, we will talk about Thunderbolt connector. So Thunderbolt connector is something which you see in the modern day laptops. So a very common connector that is used to extend the laptop functionality, like example sharing the screen, extending the screen of the laptop is an example through a docking station. So a very useful connector that is used in the modern day electronics. So just to talk a brief about this, so this is developed by Intel in coordination with Apple, and right now what we see is version 4. We have Thunderbolt 1, Thunderbolt 2, 3, and now it is 4. So this Thunderbolt basically helps to connect external devices, like as we said, the monitors is an example where you can extend the monitors using this Thunderbolt connector. So another important point about this is basically this is hot pluggable. That means when your laptop is running, you can just plug it in, no need to power off and then connect it. What does Thunderbolt basically include is it includes DC power. So that means it carries power and it can charge your laptop as well. And also it functional, it helps to extend the displays. Like example, we have talked over DP, and also it has a PCI port where you can get carry the data at higher data rates. So very useful port, right? And then as we mentioned, right now we are at version 4 of Thunderbolt. Initial versions, if you see Thunderbolt 1 and 2, it has the mini TP connector. Now you see the USB Type-C kind of connector here. So the latest versions of Thunderbolt connectors, they look exactly similar to the USB Type-C connector. And in the most important point about this is most of the, not most, basically the Thunderbolt and USB 3 are compatible in terms of functionality, while there are some basic differences which can be talked about in a later video. The physical structure of the Thunderbolt connector and USB looks the same, and people in most cases use this interchangeably as well. And then Thunderbolt to work, basically inside the devices, we must have a controller which handles the data that comes over Thunderbolt interface and then distribute it outside. So for this, there are several controllers available from Intel. Intel 7000 series Thunderbolt 3 is just one example of it. Where you can see here, the one end has a Thunderbolt, and the other side you can see has PCI lanes, DP lanes, and USB 3.1. So whatever is connected on the right is muxed to the Thunderbolt connector. That means a single cable is used to carry the data. So 7000 series actually has two Thunderbolt ports. So this is just shown as an example. So that means you have various types of controllers also available, where you can build a big docking station to have different interfaces connected to that docking station. And then if you see basically the end-to-end connectivity, understanding this, you will have Thunderbolt connector on either side of these devices, and then there will be a Thunderbolt cable in between them, and the other side of the Thunderbolt connector, there'll be these PCIe and DP lanes that we are talking. So that's how the end-to-end connectivity looks like. And then if we see the real world application, okay, so this is how the real world application looks like, where you can see on the left we have USB 3.0, or basically the Thunderbolt connector connected to a laptop, and then this is the docking station in the middle. So this cable connects to the laptop, and then there are these ports to this docking station where you can connect either the DP or HDMI, so Ethernet, whatever you want. So all these can be basically connected. And on the right, you can see one of the application that we have been mentioning is the display. So this is how the end connectivity looks like in an application. And you find many of these docking stations with Thunderbolt connectors from different vendors in the market. So some of the primary vendors are, example, HP has these docking stations, Dell has this docking station. Just see and try to read the specification. So if we talk in terms of speed, the current Thunderbolt specification can support up to 40 Gbps of speed, and we can even connect the 8K monitors that we are talking, right, to these the docking stations that we have here, and extend the screens from your laptop. So a very, very useful port and a must port in the recent trends of these electronic applications. So if you have more information, or if you have any points that you need to discuss, please comment on below in the video. Please let us know if you have any questions. Thanks for watching this video.